Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast. Today we're featuring a 2004 Mercedes Benz E55 AMG. And this is a single owner, clean title, clean Carfax car. And we're in the process right now of getting service records for it. I don't have them on hand, but we'll get them. And if you're not familiar with these, I mean, it's an E-Class. It's got a hand-built engine in it that produces 516 pounds-foot of torque and 469 horsepower. That's a lot. This thing is made to go. The other thing we like particularly about this car is this is brilliant silver paint and absolutely one of the best color schemes on this car that we think is around. It's not very common. You see them in black and you see them in gray and dark gray, but and also in kind of a pewter. But we have not seen a lot of the brilliant silver. It's a stunning color. That little button right there on the outside of the car, on each door handle, indicates keyless go. Also, they're Mercedes Benz passive entry, which means you don't have to take your key out to unlock or lock your door. It's got new tires on it. I mean, just, God, these are a ton of cars. So they redesigned this completely in '03 and put supercharged engines in them. They were manufactured until 2006. And then in '07 they went to an E63 normally aspirated car. And they basically, the '07s produced 515 horsepower and 460 or 470 pounds-foot of torque. So anyways, a very, very clean car. As you can see, it was owned by a retired Air Force officer. And as you might expect, he took very good care of it. So it's super, super clean. So the body and the paint is in great shape. It's hard to believe this car is 9 years old. It's got active suspension on it, which means you can raise and lower the suspension, and which is nice. We raise it to bring it in and out of my shop, and then drop it, and then you've got 3 different settings for sport or comfort suspension. So you've got black trim, it's leather with wood trim. You can see, I mean, there's literally any signs of wear and tear on this car. It's really, really clean. And you've got rear air conditioning back here, which is nice. And then in the front, so you've got dual power seats, dual memory seats. You've got Harman Kardon sound, which is an upgraded sound system from Mercedes. You've got active seats over here, so you've got the ability to inflate or deflate your bolsters, kind of squeeze yourself into your seat. And as you can see, the traditional AMG badging on the seat. You've got Alcantara headliner up there. You've got a sunroof. That beeping is your car letting you know, wants to remind you to take your key with you. So here's your adjustable suspension. This is a stiff or a stiffer suspension, and then this is the button that will lift or lower your car. So as I mentioned, if you've got a button here on a Mercedes shift knob, that means you've got keyless go. So that means you don't need the key actually in the car. It picks up the key with an electronic signal. You've got a Steptronic transmission, so you can shift manually, downshift, upshift. And then the other thing about this, I haven't seen this before. I've seen paddle shifters, I haven't seen the indicators, or maybe they're usually missing. So this is a plus. So on the back of your steering wheel here is a paddle to upshift. And then on the left side here, turn the radio down, on the back of this is a downshift. So you've got a multi-function steering wheel, so this allows you access to your cruise control or to your onboard computer, so all your data information. This allows you to scroll through it. Over here you have volume control and your ability to I don't think this has got a telephone, it doesn't in it. So I mean, the wood trim, haven't seen a lot of the wood trim like this. We like the accent. You've got a cup holder in here that works. Those are typically broken, and we've actually have a spare one in the back, so that locks into place. And then so you've got heated seats on either side. You've got xenon lights out front. You've got a power sunshade, so you hit this button, and in the back a sunshade pops up. You hit that button again, and that shade drops down. That's kind of nice. You've got your locks and your traction control. So you've got navigation in this car here. I'll show you the map. And then I don't know if it'll pick up on the map. Yeah, I guess it does. Inside my shop. And then you've got, there's no satellite radio, and then you have audio. So you have a 6-disc changer, and then the Harman Kardon sound, which I mentioned. Up here you've got dual auto climate control, and as you can see, the dash, the door panels. I mean, this is a super clean car. This is my favorite car right now. Home link, so 3 buttons here, programmable for security gates, garage door openers, and then 90,758 miles. So this is a car that we can finance. It's also a car that we can put a warranty on. We would suggest definitely a warranty on something like this because you've got a supercharger in it. So if you have not driven one of these, there's nothing like it. It's I mean, 516 pounds-foot of torque combined with 470 horsepower. That translates to 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. That is fast. And you know, all the while, the reason I like them is because they're understated. It doesn't look like that fast of a car. It looks basically like an E-Class with a couple extra trim packages and different wheels. But boy, does it drive. And anyways, absolutely one of our favorite cars at West Coast Auto Enthusiast. If you've got questions or would like additional information, please feel free to contact us, and we can be reached at 503-227-2354. Thank you for visiting West Coast Auto Enthusiast.